So 2 weeks ago, there was an absolutely horrific hit and run.
2 people died, 2 others injured after the 2-door car crashed into them on Wilshire Boulevard near 14th Street in Santa Monica just after 9 Friday night.
Here in Santa Monica, the kind that as soon as you hear about it, you instantly just stop what you're doing. Take a deep breath and get reminded how fast everything can change. A orange Dodge Charger crossed the lanes of a very normal road here in Santa Monica and going almost full speed, banked off a building, a pole, before colliding into 4 individuals. 2 unfortunately died instantly, and 2 were very, very badly injured. Now, for most, this was just another horrific news story. For me, this was extremely personal, as I shared with some of you on my story right when it happened. The 2 individuals that were badly injured, well, one's been an extremely close friend of mine for over 30 years, since middle school, and the other his girlfriend. And the moment that it happened, I went to post on my story just asking for prayers, positive vibes, love, energy, whatever you believe in to be sent. So many of you did, and I just wanted to say thank you. I believe all of that matters. And I've had a couple people reach out just asking for an update. So I spent last night with them in the emergency room, and I am happy to report that my very close friend, although it has a fractured spine and a really, really bad concussion and is still dealing with, migraines, he's moving, he's around, he's out of the hospital, he's gotten entirely scanned, and they're keeping a close eye on him. And his girlfriend, who went through so much more, was sitting there and had just the most positive attitude. It was not what I was expecting walking in. I didn't know what I was expecting walking into the emergency room last night, especially after knowing that she broke a lot of her arm, was in surgery and had pins put in it. One of her legs totally shattered, now has a rod, another, long surgery, broken pelvis, broken jaw, missing teeth, broken toes, like really an absolutely horrific accident. And I walked in and she was smiling and gave her a hug, and spent a couple hours there last night just having a conversation with both of them. And it's just amazing, and just such a reminder to me that even through so much pain, by all definitions, you can see such strength. You can see glimpses of gratitude. You can see the power of faith, and you can see just how resilient just we as people can be. And when something like this happens, especially to people close to us, I think it's normal for all of us to go through just a series of emotions. Just feels like waves, feel like it starts with, in this case here, shock, fear, can slip into anger. And it's amazing how going through all of that can lead to a gratitude. And for me, when I first heard the news, obviously you go into like, oh my gosh, are they okay? Are they going to make it? And all of the emotions really for them, right? And the loved ones around us. You start to ask the why questions, which can cut both ways, right? And all of the questions of why, how, something so out of your control. I could name 100 scenarios, with my close friend that we have been in over 30 years, that if you were to place a bet, would have far ended up being like, that would be the place something, right, dramatic could happen. Not, walking out of a restaurant, waiting for an Uber, standing on a curb. I think after you process things for people close to you, it's natural to then reflect for yourself. You start to think about, wow. I had just texted my friend, matter of fact, Monday of that week, saying, hey, let's do a date night soon. You know, myself and Karis and the two of them, we go out frequently. Like, it could have been really easy for us to be those two people standing right next to him that night. And how really it could be any one of us on any random corner coming out of a restaurant on any given night. And you just start to do all of the replays, right? All of the what ifs. A few inches, a few minutes, could have been an entirely different story. And when you go through situations like this, it's natural to make you, I think, reflect. You think about all of the ordinary moments every day that maybe you take for granted, how fragile and fleeting life really is. I've learned that pain can show up in all shapes, in all sizes, when we expect, and in moments that you would never expect. And I don't think it's really about how or when or where it shows up. I think ultimately it's about how we choose to move through it. We don't get to choose what happens, when it happens, where it happens, but we do get to choose what happens within us when it does. We can ask, why me? From a place of anger, from a place of resentment, from a place of rage or frustration. Or we can ask, why me? From a place of grace, from a place of gratitude. Just proud of my friends, hearing them, entertain the thought of like, why me? Why couldn't we just stayed inside for 2 more minutes? Or, been at a different restaurant that night. Why did we even go out in the first place? Really instantly to a place of, there's a reason that they're here today. And they weren't 2 inches the other way or 2 feet in a different direction, or 2 others that were standing right next to them. And it is just strange how both pain and gratitude can live in the same breath. Moments like this, they're unexplainable. They're sad. They're horrific. They're tragic. They are all of those things. But I also gotta believe that seasons of pain are not designed to be punishment. I do believe we go through the process where if we first choose grace and choose gratitude and choose why me from that sort of intention, then we can also take the step and realize that it's not about the punishment, that maybe, just maybe, the things that we go through in some crazy way are preparation. Our preparation for whatever season is next, for whatever is the next chapter in our story, for what might be around the corner next week, next month, next year, or something we not be able to fully understand for years to come, but maybe the things we go to in some crazy way prepare us, allow us to learn, allow us to reflect, allow us to evolve, allow us to become who we're meant to in order to do whatever it is we're meant to next. So for anyone watching right now that might be in a series of pain, no matter how big or how small, I guess my message is just hang in there. Hang in there. You might not see it right now, but grace just has such a funny way of working in hindsight, and the things that we think are breaking us just might be breaking us open, putting us back together in a new and better way. So choose gratitude, choose grace, choose the meaning in the season that we're in. And please don't wait for tragedy or circumstance to tell those around you you love them. To not take for granted waking up every single day and the things that we get to do no matter the season that we're in. So for those that sent all of the prayers and positive energy and love, I just wanted to say thank you and give you the update. I do believe that stuff makes a difference, and ask if you can continue to do so to my friends for a full and fast recovery. So thank you all for the love, for the prayers, for the support. It matters more than you know.